Yo, it's your boy Ado. I'm back today with a requested video. I'm going to be talking about Juventus custom tactics, otherwise known as Piemonte Calcio in FIFA 20. If you've got any more you'd like me to do, please write them down in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Don't forget to subscribe. Right, let's get right into it. So, first thing you need to remember with formations is you've got the most effective ones on the game, but also you need to utilize the players that you've got. So, Juventus have one Quadrado and Douglas Costa, two very fast and agile wingers. So it makes sense to use wingers in their formation or their tactics. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the 4-2-3-1 narrow. Either that or the 4-3-3 attack I'd probably go for as a second choice. We're going to put the main man, CR7, up front. We've got Paulo Dybala just behind him. Pjanic and Matuidi are going to be the centre mids or centre defensive midfielders. They're both sort of very balanced and good technically, especially Pjanic. Matuidi sort of more physically and defensively. Khedira is going to be nowhere near the team because he's got no pace at all. So we'll just put Jan there for now. Demiral, I believe, is not that great on this game, but in real life he's unbelievable, so that's actually a shame. Douglas Costa is going to go left wing. Emre Can is going to be swapped for Quadrado, and then we're going to swap Emre Can for De Chilio. I believe it's their best right back on the game, and we're going to put Chiellini for Bonucci because he's much better on this game as well. Chiellini will go on the left centre back because he's left footed, and Matuidi is the same, rule applies for him as well. So that's the first team. And the bench, you can probably put Rabiot in there as well for maybe Bentancur. And that is what I would personally opt for. I think that's the strongest 11. If you do like to cut in and finesse, then if they've got enough finesse, which Douglas Costa does, then you can put them on the other side. But that's personal preference. Depends if you want to cut in and shoot or you just want to do sort of low crosses. I personally prefer to sort of play them like this and cut in and shoot. It gives me sort of more options and it's a bit more attacking, my sort of idea of play. We're going to leave it on balance for defensive style, 5 width, and the depth we're going to leave on 4. And the reason we're going to play on 4 depth, you can probably play on 4 or 5, but with Juve you have, like I said, utilize the defenders. So De Ligt and Chiellini are not the fastest of centre backs. They're not like Varane and these sort of other players. So playing with 4 depth, it's not very deep, but you're not gonna get countered, and it's not so deep where you're just bringing on the opponent all the time, and it's not so forward where you're gonna get countered. So right, offensive style, we'll leave that on balance as well. I've tried all of these. They're sort of two one-way traffic, if that makes sense. Possession, you ain't got much other choices as it shows here. Fast build-up is quite attacking, you'll get exposed. It's more of an attacking tactic. A long ball, sort of more counter-attacking, direct style of play where you haven't got that much possession. Probably with a weaker team, you do something like that. So 5 width as well for offensive. I prefer that. 5 width is sort of my go-to. Players in box, I like to leave that on 4. It gives you sort of nice balance of having players in the box, so you can do a lot of low crosses or normal crosses, but headers aren't that effective, so low crosses are my personal favorite. If you have it any less than that, then it's hard to sort of score that many opportunities, and obviously if you've got 2 more, as you can see, you're going to have no one defending for you. So I leave that on 4. Corners and free kicks, you can probably leave it on 2. I personally leave it on 1 because I always take them short. I don't notice any difference with it being on 4. I still feel like I can get counter-attacked. I still feel like I can score even on 1. So that's the custom tactics for Juve or Piemonte Calcio. The player instructions. Now we're going to do Alexandro, the fullback. He's going to stay back while attacking. Same with De Chilio because you don't want to get caught out. They're 2 attacking on the game if you don't change that. The 2 centre defensive midfielders we're going to put on stay back while attacking, cover centre, both of them. And the cam, this one's sort of up to you, but you can either leave him on stay forward or balance. It depends. On my ultimate team, I actually leave Neymar on stay forward because he just gets knackered and I don't want to sub my best player off in the 50th minute. So you can leave that on stay forward. The wingers, I actually leave them on get in the box for cross, and the reason for this is just they cut in more often. Whenever you're doing a low cross, you have an extra player there and you're more likely to score. And I think it's much more effective that way. The striker, you can either leave it in, get in behind, or mix. I personally leave it on mix because I can just press L1 and trigger his run, or hold L1 and press X and that will trigger the run once I pass it as a 1-2. I feel like it gives you more options when it's on mix. You can play it short. You don't necessarily just have to keep doing through balls. You're sort of more easily read that way. So that's about it for Juventus. That's all the tactics, player instructions for them. And with that, I think you have a lot of good success. As you can see, I'm in Div 10. I play one game. I'm predominantly an Ultimate Team player. I just find it more competitive, but I don't mind either way. If there's any other requests, please do let me know and I'll happily do them for you. So it's been your boy Ado. Thank you very much for watching my video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Safe!